Here's the plan. Over the next 90 days, I'm gonna try and grow a brand new YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers. Because nowadays, it feels harder than ever before to grow on YouTube. So I wanna see if it's still possible, using the same strategies I used to grow my own YouTube channel to 159,000 subscribers, and that I used working with some of the top educational creators on YouTube. That means no team, no cheat codes, not even AI. Just posting long-form educational content to YouTube. And I'm gonna show you the entire process, step by step, everything that happens. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so day one, here's the plan. I wanna post evergreen videos, basically videos that have a long shelf life that can last for a long time, teaching people YouTube strategy. I've been doing YouTube strategy one-on-one with different creators for about like 18 months now. So I think that sharing this at scale, giving people like actual information and value. So with that said, my goal is to post 2 to 3 videos a week, mostly focusing on long form content, mostly focusing on solving problems, and then see what happens from there. And for what it's worth, I actually already posted a video. I posted a guide back in August, so a few months back, and it did bring in about 80 views and 5 subscribers. So now just gotta start creating. Pretty much every bit of free time I had over that next week went directly into making videos. I basically made whatever ideas I thought would do well. Some outliers, some problem-solving videos, and even some experiments. And surprisingly, there was early results coming in too. I've been writing content for this channel for like literally a week now, just like back to back to back. So I'm ready to get posting basically. I'm ready to see how it's gonna go. So back in August, I posted the first video on this channel and it ended up getting up to 84 views after a few months. Really for me, this was just a test of the viability of this channel. Now I also wrote, filmed, and edited 4 more videos that I put out. You can see that one of them has started to pick up on the algorithm. The other ones are trailing behind. And I mean, this one just came out a couple hours ago. I also put out 1 YouTube short, but looking at the analytics, knowing I've been doing this for 1 week, this is what happened. So in that first week, got 75 long form views. They're starting to really pick up in momentum. And then looking at the YouTube shorts, we got about 1.1K views. I don't really have high expectations. I'm just trying to kick off the snowball and get momentum going. Now, where it really gets exciting is that if you go into my Notion, I've been planning out a ton of content. So I've got 5 videos already filmed that are being edited and 2 more to film. I spent quite a bit of time today editing videos. So I got 2 long form videos ready to go and actually just finished a YouTube short here as well. If I look at the data, yesterday was pretty decent for viewership, a little bit of a drop from the day before, but the impressions is what's really interesting to me. It was way up yesterday because all of the videos on the channel are starting to get impressions now, like every single one of these, even though they're not doing that well yet for views. So I'm going to take the video that's doing best long form right now and recreate it into a short to see how that does, and hopefully that starts to build momentum. I haven't brought on a new subscriber in like 2 days, so I'm really hoping we can kick off some momentum growth there, and I'm really hoping this short is the way to do that. I'm not gonna lie, early on, I was having fun with this challenge and wasn't really too concerned with the results. I was grinding out videos, building up a library of content, and honestly, learning a lot too. So it's December 6th today, which means we're pretty decently into December already, and I want to share a bit of an update. So this month started off pretty strong. If we look at the videos tab, I've already gotten more views in December than I did in November in just the first 5 days. My click-through rate and retention aren't that solid right now though, so that's what I kind of want to work on. Overall though, we added 2 subs so far this month. Not great, not ideal, because I was kind of hoping to be past this point already by now. The truth is, this is going a little bit slower than I'd hoped, and there is a lot more work still left to do, which means I really need to focus on building out my content library. Although I'm seeing some traction on YouTube, there hasn't really been enough that it's like, we're on to something yet, right? And so I do hope to see that catalyst soon. And I mean, the only thing I can really do is keep posting. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hold your horses there, cowboy. This is such a common trap, especially with new creators, where you expect results to come a lot faster than they actually do. The reality is though, that growth on YouTube is never linear. It's never consistent growth day after day after day. It's a lot more like a snowball that takes a while to build up momentum. It's pretty funny to look back on this now, but if you're a new creator, focus on the small wins. Don't get too far ahead of yourself and start downplaying the successes you've already had. Because often when you feel like this, the results are right around the corner. Hint, hint. This weekend has been pretty good. We actually went from 11 subs all the way up to 17, which is great to see. A lot of that came from the fact that I posted a couple shorts. You can see this one here is 900 views, this one 1,500. Now, I don't want shorts to be a part of my main strategy with this channel, but I think it's a good way to kind of get the recommendations going and get the videos pumped out to the right audience so that the long forms can also be recommended to that similar audience. Speaking of long forms were actually also very strong this weekend. You can see that yesterday we got 51 long form views, highest viewed day so far on this channel. A lot of the views are coming from this one high performing video here, which has 286 views, but some of the other ones are starting to pick up too. And the thing that I'm trying to remind myself of here is that I might be at 17 subs, but the truth is that there's a momentum snowball. So if the shorts are starting to pick up momentum, you get 6 subs over a weekend, that continues to compound. You continue to get more and more and more. So over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be posting 3 long form videos per week on this channel leading up to the holiday season so I can have all the content out and backlogged. And I'm going to aim for about 1 short per week as well, just to see how that does. Fingers crossed, we're still on pace. That said, I am going away on a trip on Thursday, so I have 2 videos to edit, 2 videos to write, and 3 more videos to edit. Got my work cut out for me. Dude, this is crazy. This is getting so exciting. We just hit 19 subs, which means we've pretty much doubled the size of the channel, the number of subscribers in the last 5 days. Crazy. But even more importantly, we've got 4 views on this brand new video after an hour, which puts it decisively at a 1 out of 10. Things are finally starting to move, and it gives me hope we might actually hit this goal. Now, I mentioned that I'm about to go on a trip, right? It's December 10th. I leave on a trip tomorrow for an entire week, and then it's the holiday season. So I pretty much need to have all my videos ready to go right now, and then let them cook throughout the rest of the month and hope that that takes us to the 1,000 sub mark. We're starting to see progress. I was building up a backlog of content, the videos were starting to do well, and the channel was growing. Everything's going great. But like I said, I was about to go on a trip with my girlfriend for about a week, which meant that I wouldn't be able to make videos. So my plan was just to let the videos come out, let the channel grow, and not worry too much about trying to intervene. I had a backlog of videos, they were scheduled, just had to wait it out. All right, so I just got back from my trip, which was really fun. It was really nice to get away right before the holidays, had a lot of good time in Quebec City. And even better, while I was away over the last week, the channel grew 75% without me doing anything. I scheduled a ton of videos before I left, and now you can see that the content library is really starting to build up. We've got 12 videos on this channel so far, which is great. But more importantly, we're up to 35 subs. The start of this project, which was just under a month ago, we had 5 subscribers on this channel, and now we're up to 35, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Pretty clearly, if we look at the channel, there's one type of content that's doing better than the rest. It's these tip type videos, 8 signs you'll blow up on YouTube. We've got this is boring, but it'll get you 1,000 subs fast, 10 major YouTube changes to know for 2026. Whereas the other videos that are a little bit quicker, a little bit more viral, designed for views, like 5 levels of YouTube growth, or do this for 10xing your YouTube views, these videos aren't doing as well. Same thing carries back here. Wait, watch this. If it's designed for views, it doesn't typically do as well. Whereas if it's designed for value, it does tend to do better. So knowing that, my plan going into next year, because right now it's December 19th, my plan for the next month, the next week, the next 6 months is to really focus on helping people to build businesses with YouTube. Bottom line, I'm about a month into this right now and things are going well. I know, like I said, we're at 35 subs. That's still a long way from 1,000, but with the way momentum picks up, we're a lot closer than you might. We have officially hit 40 subscribers on the channel. And taking a look, we've posted about a dozen videos on this channel. If we really look though, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 12 videos that have hit over 100 views. And 8 of those videos have more views than the subscriber account. So that's also great. Every single signal on this channel right now is pointing in the right direction. It's just about consistency. And that's the thing that often trips people up with YouTube, is that they keep trying to change things up and see, what else do I need to do? I'm getting data that what's working is very clear guides that solve very clear problems. So I need to double down on those, post 2 to 3 times a week for the next 2 months, and I should have no problem hitting 1,000 subs. But I guess you're going to find out how I do. So back to work for me. I'm going to start by reworking the calendar for the next few weeks and really kicking off momentum here. And yeah, after that first month, things were looking good. I was starting to see a pathway forward, was starting to learn what was actually working on the channel and feeling really confident. But anyways, with that said, at this point, we were smack dab in the middle of the Christmas season, which meant that I wasn't really posting that many videos. I think in a period of 2.5 weeks, I posted one video. Basically, I was letting the backlog cook a little bit, letting it, bring in some views and just waiting for things to happen. And I was seeing progress too. 50 subs, 75 subs, like things were looking really good. I'm kind of getting a little bit worried, but I want to share what's going on first. So first things first, we just hit 80 subs. Again, the goal is 1,000. We're just over halfway there. Theoretically, I should be able to do it if I can maintain this growth. Now, here's the problem. The last video was posted 12 days ago. That's almost 2 weeks. Right in the middle of the challenge, I'm taking all of this time off. And that may not be the worst thing because it was the holiday season and the video that I did post during the holiday season didn't do that well, but it is stressing me out a little bit that I don't have any videos ready to go posting today. The truth is that it's really hard to grow a new YouTube channel. It's really hard to get consistent content out. This stuff takes a lot of work and, it's a lot of reps, a lot of learning. And I feel really good about the 3 videos that I'm going to film, but I also have to get a main channel video out. Like I have a lot of work to catch up on now that we're coming back from the holiday season. So the backlog is strong, but it's in these moments where the things are going well that you really want to be doubling down with new videos, regardless of if they do well. It builds up that backlog and keeps the recommendations flowing. So including this week, there's 7 weeks until the end of the challenge. So I still want to put out 2 videos per week until then, which gives me, I think, like 12 videos, 7 weeks. So probably be like 13 or 14 videos between now and the end of the challenge. And if each of those can keep building that momentum, fingers crossed, it's going to take a bit of a miracle. We're going to need a video to blow up here. I finally got another video out after 2 weeks. It's currently sitting at a 3 out of 10, 7 views. Nothing too crazy yet. These videos usually take a little while to start doing well because the audience is still pretty small. But what is crazy is this click-through rate, 10% and 7 minute and 46 second watch time. Normally, even early on, these numbers are a lot lower. So this is a really good sign. I feel really good about this video. And yeah, things look really solid. Now, I think I already mentioned that I want to start posting more regularly on my second channel to increase the chances I have of growing faster. So I filled out basically the entire upload schedule from now until I think mid-February. Let me see here. Where is this going? Yeah, okay. I guess just till the end of the month, and I have a few other videos in February. I'm feeling really good about the entire queue until the end of January. Now, problem is I have 1 video edited, 1 ready to film, and then I need to script 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos and get them all done. And we're almost halfway through the month. So my hope is that all the videos will be written by Thursday. I can film one, get one edited on Friday, and then just go through the entire queue throughout the rest of the month to get things out. I'd like to be at least a week ahead, or maybe 2 if I can, but it's going to take time to work up to that, especially with posting 3 times a week. So my thought is that in February, maybe I dial it back a little bit, get ahead on the posting, and build up a backlog of a couple weeks so that I'm not as stressed. Feel good, feeling that motivation again, feeling that excitement again, and feeling really fired up. So let's do it. All right, it's day 50. It's actually quite late. It's like 10 p.m. But I posted a video yesterday, first video in 14 days. And at first it was doing pretty well. It kind of flatlined, plateaued a little bit throughout today. But the thing that was giving me hope is that it had a really high click-through rate. It was at like 8 or 9% earlier today. And the watch time is also like super strong, right? So this is like giving me a lot of hope, a lot of promise. And then randomly, a couple hours ago, it really started to pick up. Views have doubled. Things are looking really good. And overall, videos are just picking up, getting a lot of traction. So I have a lot of videos coming up today. I spent some time today just really planning out what I want to focus on. I think the biggest thing to get more content out, I need to reduce my production process. I've been overdoing some of the scripting. Ultimately, I know what I'm talking about. I just need to make outlines, talk a little bit more freely. And yeah, I don't know, overall feeling really, really good. Just gonna post a ton of videos this week, focus a lot in the next couple months on content and getting more videos out. Dude, at this point, I was in flow state. I was locked in. I was producing videos, writing videos, learning from each rep I was putting in, getting the audience to grow, building up momentum. Things were clicking. They were going really well. And it looked like I'd actually be able to hit the goal that I set out to achieve. All right, so it's day 54 of growing this YouTube channel. We're at 92 subscribers, and I wanted to show you something. When I look at the actual data here on the channel, I can see that like this month so far, our average view duration is really starting to climb up at 5 minutes. Click-through rate though is still really low. So what I really want to focus on is improving thumbnails to get more people clicking, because I think that that can be a higher ROI thing. Ultimately though, I think it goes beyond thumbnails and titles. I think it really has to do with the idea and making sure the idea is as high quality as it can possibly be, because the stronger your idea is, the easier it is to get people to click. So I know I mentioned that my goal was to start posting 3 videos a week, but I did realize that's kind of an ambitious mission to be on. So I kind of adjusted that a little bit. Some of the videos, I want to do 1 video per week that's a little bit more unscripted and raw, so that I can actually film those and just put them out without needing to worry about editing, because I just don't think I have it in me right now to edit 3 videos per week. 36 days left in this challenge, so just over a month now, which means I need to keep pumping out content. There's a lot of really high value ideas that I'm working on here. Really excited for these videos, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so today is day 55 of scaling this brand new YouTube channel, and I've got some good news. We're at 98 subscribers, so close to our first 100. And even better than that, I am currently about to publish another video. That's the 4th one this month so far. I've been really trying to refine the packaging on these videos and try to come to some consistent style, because I think before that it was a little bit all over the place, and I feel really good about these last 3. I don't know if the last one's gonna show up yet, the one I just posted. No, it won't. But anyways, these ones I feel like they're getting a little bit better, a little bit more consistent, and the thumbnails are higher quality. My hope is that by focusing on click-through rate, I can get people coming into the channel, and then once they're in the channel, I can focus on retention after. And so far, it seems to be working. Today, we have our highest performing video so far on the channel, with this video that's not even 3 days old yet, currently having 140 views. And it is really, really blowing up. I feel almost like now that we're at 98 subs, now that we've had a few videos that have started to do well, I'm starting to feel like the channel's due for a video that kind of takes off a little bit. And I think that by leaning into, the channel has 98 subs right now, I need to lean into the fact that I look like a creator who's just growing for the first time, and to get people to click, to get the trust, seeing that there's only a few views, a few subs, I need to lean into the things that are gonna get people's curiosity going. That said, I have 2 videos that I'm currently editing, and then I'm gonna be writing 4 next week, hopefully getting all 4 put together so that I can build up the backlog. So we're making progress, things are going, and we're almost at 100 subs. I'll update you when we get there. Later that day, we hit it. 100 subs, that's 10% of the way to our goal. I feel like this is actually a big milestone, because as much as it's like, 10% of the 1,000 goal, it's actually a lot more monumental than that. Because like I said, growth on YouTube is more like a snowball, where momentum builds up and you get those results a lot faster later on, right? So that first 100 is kind of like, I don't know, it's more than half of the way to 1,000 if you just maintain that momentum. YouTube has already identified your audience. You're probably starting to get views if you're getting subs at that level. So it's really just a matter of consistency and continuing to post to get to 1,000. So with that said, seeing this momentum, I was ready to keep going. I've got some good news. It's day 59. We're at 114 subs, which is more per day in the last few days than we've had this entire time. Also, just posted a video this morning. It's been out for 4 hours, already has 10 views, which makes it a 1 out of 10. But more exciting than that is that it has an 11.4% click-through rate with the core audience, which means YouTube is finally starting to understand who I'm speaking to with these videos. I've realized that posting videos that really rely on credibility and seeing a high view count isn't the best strategy for this channel right now. I'm gonna lean into more beginner-friendly content to kind of like put myself in the shoes of the people who are already trying to grow on YouTube and joining them at their level instead of trying to be above and be like that expert. I've also been getting some more comments as the channel's been growing of people wondering where my credibility is. With a channel like this, that makes sense. So what I've been trying to do is add in more credibility early on to show that I'm not just some guy who's talking shit. All in all, like day 59, I feel like we're starting to see some strong progress. That means we have about 31 days left until the end of this challenge. I'm a little terrified, honestly, that we're not going to make it. Being at 114 means we're 11.4% of the way to the goal, but I'm going to keep holding out hope and keep putting out content, because that's really all I can do. And that's, it's out of my control at this point. Okay, it's day 60 of trying to grow this channel, and I finally have something to show for it. 118 subs, which is, again, normal growth, but look at this, 100 views on this video. Click-through rate is still high at 7.6, and watch time's like around half the video. But look at this line. It like over doubled in viewership in just 2 hours. This is crazy. There's people commenting, there's people actually engaging with the content. This is exactly what we've been waiting for the last 60 days, a catalyst, something that pushes the channel forward. Do I think it's going to continue pumping up like that? I have no idea. Fingers crossed, obviously, that it does keep going. But right now, I'm seeing the results of consistent posting. Just posting twice a week. That's all I need to do. If I do that for another 30 days, I just don't see how we don't make it to 1,000 subs. Dude, that video was taking off. Within just a few days, it got over 1,000 views. And the sub count on the channel quickly spiked from 100 to 150. Like I said, the snowball was rolling. All right, day 63 of growing this YouTube channel. We are officially at 147 subscribers, which is pretty nuts because it's Friday today. And last Friday, we hit 100 subscribers. So that means in 7 days, the channel grew by almost 50%. If we can maintain that for the rest of this challenge, the next 30 or so days, about 4 weeks, then there's no real issue in hitting 1,000 subscribers. Just have to keep the momentum up, keep pushing, putting out more videos. I feel really good about the backlog that's already there. So far, I've seen that the videos that solve the problems do the best. I mean, the one from this Monday, currently sitting at 842 views. So I want to do more content like that, directly address the problem, solve it for viewers, and I think that will compound with evergreen viewership. So 30-ish more days, gonna keep going and see where we end up. All right, it's day 66 of trying to grow this brand new YouTube channel, and I have some updates. So last week we had a lot of sub growth, right? Basically what happened is I had a video that did really well. As a result of that, what ended up happening is that my sub count grew over like 4 days pretty drastically. We got like 54% sub growth in a single week. But then things really slowed down, and that video that was doing well just kind of completely died off. So all in all, seeing progress, but knowing we're on day 66, we still have 850 subs to go. So a lot of work to go. So today I posted a 40-minute long video. This is based off an outlier from another niche completely, but it's about how to grow from 0 subscribers on YouTube. 40 minutes. And with each video, it seems like there's more views in the first like hour or so. I mean, we're an hour and a half in and it has 12. Just like a few uploads ago, we were getting 1 in the first hour and a half. Sometimes we wouldn't even get 12 in a single day. So the bottom line is there's momentum building, right? You know, people are commenting, people are really paying attention. And so I have a lot of hope for what the future looks like on this channel. Knowing there's about 24 days left and there's a long way to go, I'm not really counting on there being a linear progression because I just don't think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna write a couple more videos, film them tomorrow, edit them tomorrow, so that by tomorrow I'll be 2 weeks ahead. And then from there, I can slow down on the cadence and really focus on adding value and telling stories that are relevant to me. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Only about 24 days left, but so far we're seeing the signals that we're on track for 1,000 subs, even if we don't hit it in 90 days. So that's great. After a lot of work, I've finally built up a queue of 5 videos scheduled in here. We are 2 weeks ahead, which means that I'm pretty much done all of the content that's going to take us to the end of this 90 days. Now, today we actually lost subscribers up to 160 subs, but that's still not quite to 1,000. My hope is that over the next few weeks, what we're going to see is a nice uptick in momentum that's at least going to carry us in the direction of 1,000 subs. I have a lot of videos planned. I really need to just focus on helping people to make money through YouTube. So yeah, for now, like I'm seeing the signals that we're on the way to 1,000. It's just a matter of like literally continuing to post until it's inevitable that the channel grows. So for the next little while, that's what I'm going to be doing, regardless of whether it's in this challenge or not. Just got to keep posting. All right, so today is day 74 of growing this YouTube channel. We are very close to the end of this challenge and we're stuck in a dip. So there's that week about 1 week ago where we went from 100 subs to 150 subs. Now, it's been another week since then, and we've only gained 13. If you look at the chart, you can see there's this huge growth here, and then it just kind of sort of stagnated. Reason for that being, we had a video that did well, and then a couple that were duds. It's hard when you have a video that does well like that, to then have 3 that follow up that don't do as well. But when you take time away, you like really step away and you really understand what's going on, it makes it easier for you to continue forward. Because for every channel that's growing on YouTube, every time you have a big video, one that blows up, whether you're at 100 subs or you're at 1 million subs, there's usually going to be a dip that comes after that. It's normal and it's expected, but it doesn't make it easier. The bottom line is you just need to keep posting. Just because I like data, I put in my sub count at the start of each month now that it's the start of February, and this is what it looks like. We went from 6 to 11 in November, 11 to 63 in December, 63 to 162 in January, which averages out to 237% growth per month. If we continue that, we should hit around just under 400 in March, and probably hit that 1,000 range in April. That assumes no explosive videos. And hey, if I can keep it up all the way, I'll end up with 934,000 subs by the end of the year. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. The growth will slow down, but still, good projections. All right, it is day 87 today, and that means we're rapidly approaching the end of this challenge. Let me show you this. We got 180 subscribers. What I've realized is that in the last 90 days of trying to force out 2 videos per week, I haven't really been putting the time and attention necessary into the videos that I'm supposed to be posting. So a few weeks back, I told you I was all scheduled, had 4 videos in the queue, and all of those came out. And in that same time, I've been working on 1 single video. When I look at this video, you can see it's a lot more complicated. It's a 27-minute video. But the thing is, I go into so much more depth, it's so much higher quality, it's so much easier to follow along with. And so I feel a lot more confident that this video is going to target my audience effectively. I think the whole time I've kind of been approaching YouTube wrong. My strategy has been wrong with growing this channel because I'm not trying to speak to a million different people. I'm trying to speak to a core audience, like a specific demographic of people. I've been so like all over the place with the videos. Like I look at my uploads on this channel, right? My audience is all over the place. By trying to prioritize quantity over quality, I've actually sort of taken away the focus or the value of the videos that I've been making. So today I'm posting this 27-minute long video. I think it has high potential to reach like a good amount of people in my audience. I don't think it's going to be like this saving grace to take us to the goal by the end of the challenge. But I've learned a lot in the last 90 days that I now know my path forward with this channel. I know how to grow this from 0 to 1,000. I know how to grow this from 1,000 to 10,000. Like I know what I'm doing now. I'm speaking to people who want to go full time on YouTube and showing them strategies on how to grow. That clarity is what took me 90 days to discover, just testing out videos, trying different formats. And now I'm there. I can keep creating. And even if I didn't hit my goal in 90 days, I feel very much like I'm on track to getting there soon. But with that said, without further ado, how did we do after 90 days? It's officially been 90 days since the start of this challenge, and technically, we failed. We only made it to 192 subscribers. But I'm gonna tell you why I don't actually think this is a failure and what I'm seeing on this channel. Now, like I said, I started this channel taking it seriously 90 days ago. And if I look at the content on the channel right now, I mean, since then we've put out 25 YouTube videos. Of that 25, over half of them have over 100 views. Remember, before this, I'd posted 1 single video on this channel. It's not like I'd been posting for years just trying to blow up. In just 90 days, with almost no momentum on this channel, we got over 10%, almost 20% of the way to monetization and over 10% of the public watch hours. And you can see that with the recent videos, there's a lot more momentum building up. Now, the reason I don't consider this a failure is because YouTube doesn't work by just setting random timeframes and expecting it's going to happen. These things take a lot of time. It takes a lot of depth with your community to get them to subscribe. Building community takes time. And in my experience working not only on this channel, but growing my main channel, working with tons of other educational creators, it takes time to build up that foundation, to build up that evergreen content. And so when I look at a lot of these videos and I see that they're continuing to bring in viewership even after almost 2 weeks of being posted, and I see that, they're slowly trending upwards, that they're getting viewership over time and not just dying off after 24 hours, that's a positive signal that I'm doing something right on this channel. I believe that evergreen content is the way to grow your channel, through layering in foundations, not by having a video that blows you up. And because of that method, if I look at the last 90 days of evergreen long form content, you can see that it started off really slow, just a few views a day, and then it slowly started to pick up over time. We did have one big spike where a video did really well. That was great. But you can see that the channel is averaging between 100 and 200 plus views per day on long form videos without me posting that frequently right now. So even if I slow down, I'm still seeing that momentum continuing. These evergreen videos really do work. But with that said, there is one thing that I would change if I were to redo this challenge, and that is that I'd post less videos. There was a point in December, a couple of months ago at this point, where I was posting 3 videos a week, and yeah, I think it was helpful to get that initial catalyst of viewership, but I reached a point where, I put out so many videos that I had a few weeks off where I posted 1 video, and then I came back and started posting 2 videos again. Like, the inconsistent timing probably was a contributing factor to why the momentum slowed down so much here, and it took a little while to build back up. I think if I'd been posting 1 video a week consistently, I could have just focused on the higher quality ideas, the ones that would actually be evergreen, and actually built up that momentum sooner. So going forward with this channel, I'm only going to be posting 1 video a week. Even better than that, when I look at the channel, I can see that, a lot of these videos are working. I can get a clear idea of what I should make, and I understand who my audience is on this channel. Even if you don't hit 1,000 subs in the first 90 days of your channel, if you can get an understanding of who your audience is and you can see that some of your videos are getting views, that's more important than anything else. So even though after 90 days we ended up with under 1,000 subs, I'm happy and very satisfied with how this all turned out. To be honest, man, I don't even remotely consider this a failure. The fact that I even tried, I put myself out there, tried a brand new channel, tried doing something I've never done before, and the fact that I gained any subs at all is a huge win. But it's been a month since I posted the last video on that channel, and I've gained like 40 or 50 subs since then without doing anything. And that's the power of evergreen content. I created this massive library of videos that add a ton of value for people, and regardless of whether I got the sub count that I wanted, none of that matters as long as I've put in the reps, I've put in the inputs to really build up that audience, that content library, and attract more viewers. I hope that you take this as motivation that you can grow on YouTube too. Just because I didn't hit 1,000 subs doesn't mean that this isn't a success or an inherent win. So I think it's important to take this lesson that the biggest factor, the biggest key is to keep going. This challenge enabled me to have the time frame of 90 days where I'm gonna pump out as many videos as I could to try and reach that goal. But the reality is that forced me into a set of actions of posting videos and staying consistent. So what I'd say is that instead of doing like a sub challenge, maybe see if you can match my level of output. Can you put out 20 to 30 videos in a period of 3 months? Can you push yourself to put out as many videos, to build up as many reps as possible, and just see what happens? I believe you can make it on YouTube. So why not give it a shot? Now, with that said, that's not the end for this channel. So I'm going to be posting more on here, helping you to grow your own YouTube business. If you want to learn more, be sure to subscribe down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss that next video. And if you want even more, I send out newsletters completely for free, and I linked that below in the description as well. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.